The Ad Gab, championing women in advertising.
Hi, I'm Kate Lyons, head of business management at DDB.
And I'm Phoebe Rooney, and I'm a junior copywriter at DDB. And this is the Ad Gab. And today we're going to be talking about what mentorship means to us, and we're going to be doing it with a little friendship test.
Just put some muscle in there.
Yeah, far.
So you need to go to Sweet Pilates.
Is that where you go to?
Yeah.
I like Pilates.
Yes.
Where did we meet? 3, 2, 1, reveal. Yeah, Access After Party at Broken Lantern. It was a really good night.
I remember you. We were standing at the end of the bar and you had two pigtails. You had pigtails and a little backpack. And I commented on your outfit and then we just started talking banter.
Oh my gosh.
I remember it. So I remember
I can't even remember that.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing you and being like, holy it's Kate Lyons. And she's talking to me.
First mentor. Ah, no. See,
No, not a man.
No. And I wouldn't expect you to know this, but yes, because I don't know if we've ever talked about this, because I've actually had lots of mentors, but the one that springs to mind is when I got my very first job. It was 1998 or 99. Were you born?
I was just born.
I went, it was at Saatchi & Saatchi Wellington, and it was a woman called Andrea Hammond. I had no experience, I had no relevant qualifications, and I met her weirdly through a Saatchi & Saatchi Christmas party because I was working at a client, just doing an internship at the time. And she just saw something in me and gave me my first opportunity. And she's someone who's still a friend of mine now.
Kate as a mentor was really awesome. It was crazy to get like a female mentor that apparently had hunted me down. You definitely taught me how to have like an opinion and to share my voice and like don't be afraid of being the loud one in a room, but you're not stupid. I feel like that's what is really hard as well, especially like, you know, how often do we get like the blonde jokes or like, you know, like the ditzy like, oh, I love the colour pink. Like, yeah, I love the colour pink. Oh, sorry, that's so many swears. But
I mean, that's the great thing about this industry is it's subjective. You know, what some people like, some people don't like. And so it's been able, I guess, to have the confidence to, one of the things I always remember actually is sitting in a meeting room going, I want to say something, and being really scared to say it, and then actually finding the confidence to say it. And then the meeting kind of flows, and you're like, I said it.
Yeah.
And no one fell off their chair. Or
they didn't send me out.
They didn't send me out. And that kind of builds confidence.
Yeah.
So just having the confidence just to say whatever's on your mind is quite powerful.
Yeah. Maybe that's something that could be used as like to my advantage, which
100%.
you've used too to your advantage. Yeah.
And talk a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is where the good stuff comes out,
Yeah.
I guess, from like meetings and stuff. If you go in with like a fun frame of mind, then you're going to get the best work out of it. It turned out really well. When we got there, it was like super, because you go in so nervous and you like wonder like they're going to give me like a million tasks and like rah, like, you know, but she came in and she was like, put that paper away. I was like, oh, I was like, we're supposed to fill in questions. She's like, I don't want to fill in any questions.
No. I think we both didn't we? We were like, I'm a really informal person. Let's just chat. Let's just talk and see where things go. And we started talking about books and things that we liked, and then it kind of went on from there. But it was more. We both realised that we weren't formal people and we weren't going to like do checklists and tasks. And
I think
stuff.
in
So
the bit that said like, what are we going to get from this? It was like drink coffee.
Yeah.
Like, or something.
And just
like,
chat. We just wanted to chat about industry and ideas and challenges and experiences, and so it was a very. Everyone has different mentor and mentee relationships, but we
some
decided
people need
very
that
quickly,
structure. But I was just like, I need someone to be like, you know, things are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be fun and awesome. And if it's not, then you're not doing the right thing. Like, it should feel good.
Yeah. Obviously, you've got mentors in creative, and that's really easy. But you know, having a mentor of someone who brings a different perspective or is in a different, you know, department to you enables you to kind of think more directly out of your role, so more than just the work, about how I want to show up and be a woman in this industry. I remember we did bond over books at first. So do you remember what our favourite books were? Oh my God, I don't know if I can spell this.
Wait, hold on. It's hard because there is a book that we really bonded over, but then there's also a book that I know that you love. So I'm going to do both of them because they're both important.
Yes.
Oh, that is really good, But I remember talking about
we talked about A Little
you.
Life a lot.
Yeah.
And then I told you to read Panchenko.
Yeah, which I then did, and it's
Correct.
bloody good. Really good book. And that's also a really good book.
This is an amazing book.
Yeah.
Amazing book.
Apparently it's really controversial, though.
I read it twice.
Did you hear all that stuff about it?
Yeah.
Delete
Gosh.
that.
What is the one piece of advice that I give everyone if I was asked one thing?
Okay. Never buy your own drinks. No, I did write that, but I actually think...
Okay, that's one. Your reputation is
Yeah,
everything.
this is
and
number
that's two.
What has been the most invaluable part of what you've taught me?
I'm writing an essay.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Crap. I feel like I can't figure out how to write it, but I know what I want to say.
I've written an essay.
Okay, well, I'm just going to write this and then I can talk about it because I feel like it's really hard to explain everything
I know, that's
that...
why I've written it long.
Yeah.
Should we go?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
You explain
Yeah, about being a leader, I started writing it and then I was like, it's so much about like when you think of a leader, you think of like, you know, like strong, stern, they're like so serious, you know, they have to be unempathetic and like everything's to a T, but like you taught me that like being a leader doesn't like have to be like that. You can be like a compassionate leader, you can like care about people, that's what it should be, you should care about people, that's why you're a leader, but like you can be feminine and you can be soft and you can be funny and loud and crazy and get a bit silly and still like have people's respect. I think you taught me about that. You know, like you don't have to lose your humanity to be a leader.
And mine was having someone to banter with about not only work but life as women in Adland. Like we just talked a lot. Like we kind of didn't have an agenda for each one.
We talked a lot, yeah.
We just had good flow. I mean, I think the first one we kind of bonded. We were both going through something quite difficult in our personal lives, and so we spoke about that. And so it was kind of navigating not only, you know, what was happening at work and kind of, we talked a little bit about, you know, jobs we were working on, but also just being what it was like to be a woman working in advertising and how we kind of dealt with the personal stuff that we had going on with it in our lives as well as.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I got as much out of it as I hope Phoebe did. I liked speaking to someone who was in a different department from me and a lot younger than me and just getting your perspective on, you know, what you found hard or what you liked and... Yeah, I mean, I just enjoyed the banter.
It was really fun, eh?
Yeah, it was
I
really
did,
fun.
like, when I'd see it on my calendar, I'd be like, yes, like, we get to just go have
Free
coffee.
coffee.
And chat, yeah. And it was always really fun, actually. It was so good.
I mean, that's one thing we did, isn't it? We set at the beginning, because we decided to treat this really informally, we always met out of the building.
Yeah.
And we met over coffee, because I think sometimes in the building it become really formal and like a meeting, and that's not what we wanted to do.
How many children do we have? Very good question.
3, 2, 1. 0, thank goodness. Yes!
3? Yeah.
And a dog.
Yeah.
Yes, my favourite.
3 kids is pretty hectic. How did you even do that in advertising? Especially because they're all like 2 years apart.
3 and 4 years. I think the industry has changed a lot. So my eldest is about to turn 18 and I took only about 9 months off when I had him, and when I first came back I found it really, really challenging. And I tried to do part-time and that just didn't work. I don't think the industry was set up for that, but also it was just such a new thing to try part-time, and all the equity that I built up and the reputation I built up just went out the door, and I was just suddenly the woman who left at 5 o'clock, you know, to get her son, and so I got kind of this...
So people even like treated you different?
Yes, 100%.
Oh my God, you're bringing them to life.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
And I'd been there for a really long time before that, so it was a real shock to me that I was treated differently or put in a different kind of, not so longer in the cool group or the you know, the people that were committed ones in the agency. You felt like you were, you know, not doing your job as well as you should be. What was our first jobs?
I don't know if you'll get this. For me, I feel like it's real. That's how far back are we going?
Okay, that's a hard one. I'm guessing. Okay. Because I have no idea.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Junior.
Waitress.
I just thought you might be a waitress.
No, I could not be in hospo.
I reckon you'd be great at hospo.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I feel like people are just yelling at you all the time. No,
well, it's different to now.
Yeah, true, actually.
That's semi-true.
Is it?
Yeah.
You had something before this?
So I worked at a client in the marketing department as a summer job, and I went to the Saatchi and Saatchi Christmas party and met all the people, and I was like, these are my people, and then went to there.
I was a retail girl. I loved being in retail.
Where?
And at Farmers. Plug Farmers. No. But actually working at Farmers was pretty awesome because I feel like I got to interact with people so much, and I feel like that's what I'm bringing here is that I love people and I love interacting with them. So when we do have to go do a client presentation, I'm like, yes, like I'm actually not mad. I'm like, yeah, all good. Like I get to talk to a bunch of people that I wouldn't normally. But what about you?
I think mine is, and I don't know if this is I think a combination of an industry and non-industry thing. Honesty is just being brutally honest. I think it's just something I think, and no matter where you are in your life outside of work or in, is just being truthful, because I think if you will always be caught out if you're not. And I think it's hard in this because it's sometimes when you've got to give feedback or you're dealing with difficult conversations or things aren't going right. And that's not just, I think that's just not just in ad land, it's in your personal life as well. I think if you try and cover it up or you try not to be truthful, you're always going to get caught out.
Yeah.
So I think being honest and truthful
But I
is
feel like
really
as
important.
a junior, it is hard to always be like honest and truthful to what you think, because it's easier to just be like, yeah. Like if something's like, you know, like do you reckon like you should push that at those moments, or do you think it's just something
I think there's a way, and there's a way to be truthful and honest without being, you know, you said at the beginning about you're a bit direct and sort of harsh. I think there's a way to do it that can be kind and compassionate and just clear as opposed to direct. I think there's a way that you frame it. It's kind of a communication style. I was your mentor for the Phyllis Project at DDB. Do you know who Phyllis was and what was her job?
Yes. Okay. Can I say something about her glasses? Because they were actually really cute.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Copywriter, yeah.
Just like you.
I'm basically Phyllis. No. Obviously, like, it's like a new program. Like, I don't know if you would have grown up.
No, not at all.
No, like, Phyllis Projects for you?
No.
Do you think it's, like, important that we get
100%.
this?
And I think, actually, what I like about it is not only do you get to have mentors and exposure to senior leaders in the business, but actually I think one of the other really important things is you've got a group of women who are all at the same kind of level with the same kind of ambitions, who get to have a collective experience, and that is something that I think that you'll form friendships and shared experiences with that will be really valuable to your time at DDB and outside of DDB. You know, being in a room and talking to other women about and go, oh, I have the same worries or I have the same, you know, shared concern, and I'm trying to balance this, and we never had that. You know, we never had that sort of camaraderie, you know, between other women. You know, and so I think not only does it help you with leadership, but it helps you with compassion for other women and being a collective kind of group who can hold each other up.
That's actually so true, because I feel like I came away with it, like, obviously, like, all like that, what is it, like, hard skills and, like, soft skills, and all that, and it was super awesome, but, like, I feel like something that I would never, like, forget about it is, like, the group of women. Like, it was so good, just to sit in a room of, like, girls, and you just all share this experience, and you're all chatting to each other, and, you know, we had to do, like, breathing exercises and stuff, and it was, like, it felt silly, but, like, you know, you're looking around, and there's, like, all these girls, like, and you're, like, there together. It made everything feel so much better.
I think there was one, didn't you do like a talk on imposter syndrome and stuff, and things like that, like that acknowledgement that I'm not the only one that feels like this. So you've got this sort of clear shared experience with, and you feel, I guess, that you're not alone.
Yeah.
The winner is Phoebe.
Oh my God!
Outrageous.
Hater.
It's something to do with pumpkin. It's pumpkin.
Do you hate pumpkin?
Sorry, I hate pumpkin. What is it? Is it actually oh no. Oh God, no.
You can do it.
It's so disgusting.
Thanks for listening to us speak and talk about lady things.
Lady things.
Yeah.
Woo! Gosh. That is so gross.
Yeah, I actually feel quite ill now.
Whose idea was that? Was that yours?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have words.
The Ad Gab, championing women in advertising.